Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket.
Welcome to Vital Signs. We are here today with amazing guests because we believe in sharing everything that's innovative, leading medicine, ways that we can elevate our health, our human performance, and really become healthier, take control over the asset that which is our health. Why are we here? We are here because of you, and the goal is for you to learn and to maybe implement a little something that you hear today to help bring you forward in your journey towards health. Without further ado, anything that you hear on this show is for education purposes. As such, if you want to begin a new diet or exercise or anything that you hear on this show, make sure that you consult with your medical practitioner or reach out for whomever is providing you care. It's very important that we are not providing medical advice in any way, shape, or form. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our amazing guest, Dr. Rao. Dr. Rao is a wellness and family practice physician. She is the founder of her practice, and she came from an interesting story. So, Dr. Rao, welcome to the studio.
Hi, Jen. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Tell me a little bit about how you moved from what you were doing as a hospitalist into what you're doing today.
I was working as a hospitalist for about 6 years when I started wondering about how my life is going to be 10 years from then, and it didn't look very good. I took a lot of, I took some selfies and I saw that photos, and I looked tired, I had dark circles, I looked aged, I didn't enjoy medicine, and I actually wondered that what was I thinking when I became a physician, like when I went into medical school. And I felt I lost that magic somewhere, and that made me feel really sad about it. And then I started to look at what are the options I have as a family practice physician to come out of the corporate setting, and that's when I explored the options of direct primary care.
And so direct primary care, you were one of the leading edge physicians to really bring that to your area. Tell me a little bit about what's different between direct primary care and what we have come to know over the years.
Direct primary care is basically a contract between the physician and the patient directly, without insurance in between dictating the terms of care between the physician and the patient. So as a direct primary care physician, we do not bill insurance, we do not send invoices or get reimbursed by health insurance, by commercial health insurances and Medicare. So basically the patient pays us a flat monthly subscription fee. All his or her visits and consultations, virtual or in person, after our care is included in the membership without a copay and without any bills from the insurance by the clinic or claims to insurance by the clinic.
And so talk to me a little bit about, as a patient experience, what's different when they walk into your clinic because you're direct care, and I know that there's better quality of life there for you as a physician. There's better concentration on your patient. But talk to me from the patient perspective. If I'm a patient, why would I come to your clinic? What's different?
The difference between an insurance-run primary care and a direct primary care is the volume of patients the physician sees. And in a direct primary care setting, we can choose how many patients we want to carry, and it's usually a much smaller number. And the patient and usually our patients are patient visits is one-on-one. You are the only patient in the room. It's not like there are 10 rooms there, and each room has a patient roomed in. The physician goes from room to room. In our practice and most direct primary care practices, a minimum visit time is 30 minutes versus the national average, which is 7 minutes. And we have extended visits. We have availability of same day appointments for our acute visits. So there goes need for urgent care during office hours, and after office hours we still take calls for our own patients, so we know your background, we know your history very well. And also, because of this lesser volume for the doctor, I come to know my patients really well, their families well, they come to know me well, and they don't hesitate in contacting me for their health needs, that's the most important thing for me, is for my patients to use my clinic not only in sickness but also for wellness.
And so I really love that, because you're really bringing back the idea of personalized care instead of the actuarian model where we just treat everybody according to a protocol. And so let me ask you, you started with, you were burning out. Like, you described all the symptoms of burnout. I know, I was in sports medicine. I burned out in sports medicine. So you moved because you were burning out. And physician burnout is responsible for over 11% per year physicians retiring early in our country. How did this shift help with the physician burnout, and what transpired in your ability to care for your patients when you made this shift?
What I experienced from the burnout or the symptoms, what I felt was that there was no growth for me personally and professionally in the job I was doing. It became repetitive, and it became to an extent where I lost my imagination, I lost my motivation for medicine. And because of the way the hospitalist system works, you don't have a constant communication with the patient. You have new patients every day. After a time, I loved the experience I gained from the hospital. I learned taking care of different acuities or different levels of sickness with patients in there. But I felt the need for developing stronger relationships with my patients. And I also felt the need, and I also saw the need that a more approachable primary care office is needed, a more approachable primary care system, I would say. I saw patients admitted to the hospital because they could not get their refills on time. They could not see the doctor within a couple of days, just because the doctor had so much volume that their appointments were pushed. And they would not refill their medications without seeing them, which is a very common problem. A problem brought about by the insurance system. It's not the doctor's fault, but it's the system where they operate in works that way.
And we don't go into medicine to follow a system that's pushing people out and not allowing us to actually give best care for our patients. And so what I'm hearing you say is what you were able to do and what you have brought to your family practice is you've brought personalized care where you can be fully present with them and really catch things early, make sure that they stay on a path to wellness. And I know that wellness is a very big passion of yours, and we don't really have time to dive into wellness, but we will do that after the break. But tell me from patient outcomes, how do you feel that patient outcomes improve or longevity or anything to do with our peak human performance? And how does that differ when we have that one-on-one care for 30 minutes and we are comfortable calling the doctor when something's small as opposed to waiting until something gets dire to where we have to go to an ER?
Yes, access is the most important thing. And a common perception of a primary care clinic is this waiting room with 10 people waiting there and a window where you enter your name and the window shuts off. That's my imagination of a because I've seen that. I've gone to such primary care offices. But in a direct primary care office, you have zero wait time. we have the latest technology for the patient to communicate with us. So you can text us. You don't have to leave a voicemail which tells you that we'll get back to you in 24 to 48 hours, right? That's a common message you hear. So we take care of things immediately. And also we want patients and people to imagine primary care as a place where we talk about diseases before it manifests on the numbers in your labs. So we want us to be approachable. We want people to come in with the least effort, no wait time. And that motivates the patient to have a better relationship with the primary care office. Use the clinic more. We're not charging you per visit. You can come to see us 10 times a month to discuss various things. You're most welcome, because it's my job to get you healthy again, get you back on track again, and not wait until the sickness sets in, until a diagnosis sets in.
I think that's so key. And one of the things I'm very passionate is about access. And what we have done is we've kind of cut off access to so many. And what you're doing is you're opening the doors and you're saying, hey, look, we want you to communicate with us. If something's not exactly right, that's a great time to call or text, and you're developing that relationship. And it's giving me chills because I feel that community is missing in our healthcare system today, and you're actually bringing community back to our healthcare system.
Yeah, I think it's very important, involving in the community and making people comfortable to approach a physician, not just to be sent home with medication and antibiotics or referrals, but actually to sit down, talk to them, get to know what's going on in their lives, to come to the root cause of what's happening and how we can better their health, and what are the steps we can empower them to take on changing their health.
Fantastic. We do have to break for a commercial, but before we do, can you share with our viewers and our listeners, how can they reach out to you if they would like to learn more about direct practice or about what you are bringing to our world?
Well, you can visit us on Facebook or Instagram, or our website at springsmd.com. Phone number is 281-826-1359. You can also text this number, and if you don't want to call us, you can text us for more information. We also do meet and greets in our office, where you can sit down with me and talk about how you feel about your ongoing primary care versus what changes you want to have with selecting your new doctor.
Thank you so much. We will be back after the break with Dr. Rao. She is going to talk to us all about wellness and overcoming burnout after the break, so stick around. We'll see you soon.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
Call 855-993-2096 right now. That's 855-993-2096.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Welcome back to Vital Signs. We are here with Dr. Rao, and I want to remind you that anything you hear on the show is not medical advice. We are here to educate, and we are here to move forward in our health journey. But if you seek to change anything, please consult your practitioner. Without further ado, before the break, we were talking a bit about what's different between direct primary care and the insurance model. We talked a little bit about how Dr. Rao is truly increasing access. She encourages the relationship building with her patients and for them to reach out no matter what. And I want to kind of start there because Dr. Rao, I know that you are very passionate about wellness and early detection and preventing the disease to begin with. So how does that look from a patient standpoint?
Most of my patients, when they first join the practice, I have a 1-hour session going over their health and how to contact me in case they need me urgently. So most of those conversations are, bring about thoughts of strep throat, UTI, when hey, I need the doctor, I need medications. But a whole lot of work goes in to keep the patients healthy, and I spend a good amount of time talking to patients. Say if they say like, hey, I'm fine, I don't need anything, I'm here just to make my first appointment, then I start the questions, asking questions about how do you sleep, how's your energy, do you experience fatigue in the day, and how's your diet. So these are some of the building blocks of wellness which I start the conversation with the patient, which is not a general practice in the regular insurance model primary care. Again, time related, right? Mm-hmm. So they don't have the time to bring this about. They're just assuming you're sick, and we treat you, we send you out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're taking the time with your patients, and you're able to get to know them. You're getting to know their routines. And I know you work with very busy professionals and entrepreneurs who we don't get sleep. And actually, for the busy moms out there, like yes. Sleep is something that we are chronically not sleeping well as a population. Yes. So what are some of the things that we can do, or do you have any tips for our viewers and listeners that they could start today that maybe will help them get better quality sleep?
Yes, sleep is one of my most favorite topics to talk about because it's the most ignored, it's pushed behind, and you accumulate something called the sleep debt. So once you accumulate the sleep debt, it starts affecting every part of your life and health. My favorite couple of tips is look at your end of the day and beginning of the day. look at the time you're sleeping and getting up. So we call it like AM and PM bookends. How do you end the day and how do you start the day? And also sleep hygiene. And one of the most important parts of sleep hygiene for us, for our kids, and even for our parents in all generations is digital sunset. Switch off your devices, dim your lights, help your melatonin produce more, and you're going to sleep more naturally. And people with highly stressful jobs, with a lot of things running in their minds, adding a couple of stretches, especially your hip stretches and back stretches. Again, talk to your doctor if you can do these, or look up videos on, or look up advice from your physicians or physical therapists on how to do these. But I think it's important that everyone pays attention, because there's a lot of stress stored in our body, and we need to release that to attain good sleep. And having good sleep, you get a very productive next day, which is most valuable for busy people.
How do I know if I'm in a sleep debt?
So a lot of symptoms are anxiety is number one. You're always anxious, you don't know why, and people want a medication for that. But basically, when we question those people that how do they sleep poorly. Anxiety is a very common problem. Overreaction, temper and mood disturbances is another common symptom that people experience with sleep debt.
And so if I'm irritable, if I'm having anxiety, and I know for a fact that I'm only getting 5 hours of sleep because I'm busy and I can't shut my brain down, if I start these practices, is my goal to get the same number of hours of sleep first, or to increase hours? What is the goal?
I guess the first step is to increase your quality and set the discipline, set up times when you want to go to bed, and make sure you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Second is quality sleep. And then a lot of people complain that I go to bed but I don't fall asleep. That's when the other practices come, as to clear your brain, write a journal, write a diary, or put your thoughts away in some way, so that you're not carrying those thoughts to the bed.
And how do I know if I'm getting effective sleep? How do I, is there, say I've put all these things into practice and now I'm getting that 7 to 8 hours of sleep and now I'm getting quality sleep. How do I know that this is working for me and my body?
Well, it depends on your quality the next day, on how you perform, how the day went. And it's also self-reflection on what did I do right the previous day that this day was fantastic.
I love it. So whatever we did yesterday resulted in how I woke up today. And
Yes.
if I'm energetic, then obviously I did something right. If I woke up before the alarm, energetic, even better, correct?
Yes. And personally, as my life as a hospitalist, I learned, firsthand on what sleep deprivation does. And now I am equally obsessive about not losing my sleep and spoiling my routine. And but I do that, and it makes a ton of difference. And I know when I sleep well, I'm having. So how do you have those perfect days? Is when your previous day ends well.
So the best day starts from the night before.
Exactly.
I love it. Foundations of success and of sleep is the foundations of health. And so over time, as we correct that, then we look at other things. And you have broken the barrier with your patients and made them comfortable with coming to you and saying, "Hey, I've got anxiety. What's happening?" And you can immediately go into how are you sleeping, and because you know them,
Yes.
and you built that relationship. So one of the common things that we see in medicine is, I don't want to go to the doctor. And we see this everywhere. Don't get me wrong. I was a physical therapist for 20 years, and there would be a sports injury. No, Jen, I don't need to go to the PT. I don't need to go to the doctor. It's going to heal on its own. Okay, you tore your ACL. It's not going to heal on its own. Like whatever that is. But that is a common thing that comes up.
Yes.
How do you overcome that fear of the physician or going to the doctor's office?
Yes, so it's a common reaction, and I think the reaction comes from two sides or two aspects of how difficult it is to approach a doctor. And once you get into that entanglement, it's very difficult to get things done or understand what's happening to you. The second one, and the other one is that you go there, you're given a medicine, you're sent out. Maybe they have that, the hesitation that I'm not able to talk to anyone there. The doctor's in for 2 minutes. I don't know who that person is. And they expect me to tell everything, share everything. And another aspect is the financial burden, that once you start something like this, it gets more expensive and it gets more problematic. But we broke it down with the direct primary care. You have access, right? You don't have any wait time. We know time is very essential for everyone. We don't want to waste your time. We can do Zoom calls. A lot of times for my patients, if it's just a follow-up, if it's a lab discussion, if it's something that I need to talk about as a follow-up, I tell them, hey, we can have an hour's virtual discussion, but you don't have to come in if you're busy. That's one thing. It makes it easy. And the other one is financial transparency, that they know that they're not going to get surprise bills from me or from my office, or we don't bill the insurance and they get a surprise bill from the insurance. So that's ease of, that's kind of assuring the patient that we're not, just because of walking in the office, we're not going to charge you a ton of money. And another one is the relationship. I think it's very important that they're given a chance to develop a good relationship with their primary care doctor. That eases their burden of like, okay, I can call her anytime, I can text her anytime, and she's going to be there helping me and not charging me for every call and text I make.
And on top of that, when we have something wrong that's hard for us to bring up, I mean, I'm just going to use change of life. I mean, I'm in perimenopause. Like when we go through our changes in life, you know, there's things that happen, whether we're in our teens and having hormonal changes or we're passing into our elder years. And those are difficult for a lot of people to bring up to their physicians. And I think it's because we don't have that relationship. So do you find that people will bring the more concerning or the things that they don't feel comfortable speaking about to you now that you've built that relationship? Has that broken that barrier down?
Yes. I get a sense, like once I know the patient for a while, I get to hear these issues. They talk about females and males, right? So energy is a big issue, and everything ties up to energy ultimately, and again, sleep ties up to energy. So energy and versus fatigue is a very common symptom, and you know, and it affects us in the worst ways. It's like, be it a mom with 3 to 4 children, it goes crazy, right? And then half day along, they lose their energy, they don't want to do anything, and then they're suffering through the rest of the evening. That's just a short example, but yes, that's something we can sit down and talk about it. So what is the reason? It could be just female hormones, it could be thyroid, it could be something very simple that we could fix and take care of further problems down the road. We know that energy issues lead to poor diet choices, and poor sleep. So by adjusting your energy, you can make them have a better, they motivate them to have better choices with the other stuff.
I love it. So we're talking about energy management. I talk about energy management
I
all
love
the time
energy.
as an entrepreneur too. People talk about time management. It really isn't time management. It's energy management.
Yeah, and energy fatigue, and I almost love it when a patient brings it up that I feel so exhausted. It's like, I love it. We can do so much with it because it's not one of those diagnoses. There's abundance of options and methods to improve one's energy, and it varies, right? Men have different aspects that's affecting their lives. Females have different aspects, and I think it's one of the most common problems that come up when I'm discussing, medical issues with patients.
And I can tell you, in the primary, in a traditional model, I've never had time to talk about energy management like at all. I'm not going to age myself and tell anyone how old I am. But thank you so much for all of this wisdom. You've given us some tips for that sunset, the digital sunset, so we can get better sleep. How can people reach out to you if they'd like to learn more about your practice? If they're here in the Houston metro area and would like to visit you, how can they reach out?
They can look at our website at www.springsmd.com. Phone number is 281-826-1359. We are on all the social media platforms. Give us a call, text, email us. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you so much. And we will be right back after these messages.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
Call 855-993-2096 right now. That's 855-993-2096.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Welcome back to Vital Signs. We are going to shift gears and talk about setting ourselves up for inevitable success in our health. Yes, you heard it here. You know that's one of my favorite things to do is set us up for success. And we are here with our resident expert in peak human performance and longevity, Lisa. Welcome back.
Thanks, Jen.
Okay, Lisa, so setting ourselves up for inevitable success in our health. What does that mean?
Well, just like setting ourselves up in business or in life, you need a plan, because without a plan, it's just a dream. And so how do we set ourselves up? We create a plan, and with that, it needs to be something that's tangible and we can build upon for our own individual selves.
And let me ask you, do we write this plan down?
Yes. And so it's small changes that compound over time. And so while we want to just jump in and dive into a huge health change and transformation, let's just start with, in these next couple weeks, I'm going to do X, and then I'm going to add on Y, and then Z.
because very few people can really create a huge change and then sustain it over time. So we like to, the principle at Health Code Medical is to really build upon a solid foundation so it's sustainable for the years to come.
And so what you're describing to me sounds like habit stacking. It sounds like we make one change and we do that every day, that one change, until it's just a part of who we are and we don't have to think about it anymore. And then we add the next change. Is that what I'm hearing?
Exactly. It's that muscle memory. So you don't even know any different. You automatically, park and take the stairs up to your office. You're automatically making that salad for lunch. So it just becomes that muscle memory, and then you don't think twice. Of course you're going to go buy your leafy greens on that Sunday at the grocery store, and you're going to make a delicious meal that night for your family, and then you have leftovers to then have for lunch the next day. So you're just getting into that habit, and by role modeling it, you'll be surprised how it has, it transfers to others.
Absolutely. And so what I'm hearing with habit stacking, once we get a few of these things going, it's just a part of our lifestyle. It's a part of who we are. We don't have to think about it. So it doesn't matter whether we're at home or we're traveling or whatnot. It's a part of our everyday routine, and we're creatures of habit. So setting ourselves for success in health means creating the habits for success that are just a part of who we are.
Exactly. I want to have agency over my health. I want to be in the driver's seat of my health. So in order to do that, I need to have a plan, and I need to take the proper measures and not just roll the dice. And so by doing that and setting ourselves up for success, we know we're traveling, so we're going to take some healthy snacks with us, or our reusable water bottle, so that we can refill and be well hydrated, because we know the airports and such are, notorious for being dry air. And so it's very much planning ahead and setting, which ultimately sets you up for success.
And so as we're thinking about this and setting ourselves for inevitable success and creating this lifestyle, what happens when we fall off the bandwagon?
And that can happen due to illness, changes, like something happens in life, or maybe you get injured. And so certainly it is jarring when we get off that bandwagon, and then we worry, oh no, now is this slippery slope? Should we just throw in the towel? No. Let's refocus, reframe, and Health Code Medical can certainly be there through all that happens in life to help you navigate that, so you don't lose sight of your ultimate goal.
And so how important is coaching in this process? Because let's be real, we can all have a plan, and I'm just going to use New Year's resolutions as an example. We all set this New Year's resolution: I am going to be healthy, I am going to work out X days per week, and I'm going to eat all of my leafy greens, and we're awesome at it for 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 3, but by January 28th, which is officially the day that all New Year's resolutions come to die, because 98% of the population has fallen off the bandwagon at that point, you just it's gone with bathwater. So how important is having that coach and that external support and accountability to continue on the path of success and set yourself for inevitable success?
Oh, you've just hit the nail on the head there. So it's internal and external accountability. So if you need that health coach or that friend or family member that's going to say, hey, we're going for that walk on this day or that day after lunch or in the evenings, or I'll see you at spin class tomorrow, and you wake up in the morning and you don't really want to get out of bed because it's nice and warm and cozy, but your friend is waiting for you and expecting you to be there at the spin class. So it's certainly having those measures in place, which will prevent or minimize the fact that we would fall off the bandwagon and that habit would go to a wayside, as well as there's great wearable technologies that we can do and use that helps to keep us on track. Oh, I still have this many more steps to do in my day. Or you close a ring that you did 7 workouts in a row. So there's lots of different ways that we can put our plan together to be able to achieve our goal.
And I'm going to ask you another question, and this may or may not be in your expertise, but how important is it for us to have grace with ourselves along the way? Because let's be real, if I decide I'm going to eat leafy green vegetables every day of the week, I travel extensively. I'm never in the same city, and sometimes it's just not feasible. And then I might beat myself up, and well, I didn't do this, and shame on me, and like all of these negative connotations. How important is it for us to have grace along the way while we're building these habits and stacking these habits to set ourselves for success?
Absolutely. It's being able to go with the flow. Just because you have to take one step backwards or one day off, not all is lost, not all momentum is lost. You're consciously aware of it. And if you set yourself up for success with the proper goal, and so I am traveling, I won't be able to work out at my usual gym or the usual amount of time, but what can you do? you're traveling, you can maybe go for a walk, you can use the hotel gym, maybe it's a shorter workout, but you're doing something to contribute to your health. So what are you doing daily to contribute to your health goals?
I love that. What are you doing daily? I think that's our action step for today.
That's right.
Okay, so what is our action step for the day? Because if you're not listening, if you weren't, or if you tuned out or whatever, it's time to listen. Our action step for the day, folks, from Lisa is what?
It is, what are you doing daily to take care of your health?
And so what are you doing daily to take care of your health? I love that because that sets the intentionality at the very beginning of the day. What am I going to do today? Where I am in the world, whatever, what my circumstances is, what is the things that I commit to doing today? And then, and do it.
It's a lifelong commitment, health and wellness. And I think if we just make that daily habit and that daily contribution, it's just adding one more coin to the bucket in the fountain of youth. And so, and that's, I think, what we all are trying to achieve here.
Yeah, and I mean, like the one coin in the bucket, it goes right back to our health is our greatest asset. It is an asset class. And so when we take care of our health, we're able to have the energy to do all the things that we need to do as moms, as entrepreneurs, as in our career, in our sports life, or whatever it is that we're endeavoring towards. If we don't have our health, we don't have anything. So health truly is our greatest asset. And at Health Code Medical, you guys are really dialing this in and creating these customized plans. How can people reach out to you if they want to learn more, if they want that extra support and accountability along the way with their journey?
Yes, we'd be delighted to help with that. And healthcode.ca. We're also on Instagram at Healthcode Medical.
Healthcode.ca or Healthcode Medical on Instagram. And so we have a couple more minutes. I want to ask you, when we think about setting ourselves for success and we think about that holistic functional approach to our health and to really peak human vitality and performance, what do you think is the number one thing for us to be considering every day? The foundation, the number one thing for us to be doing to set ourselves for success?
You know, with a plan and being able to adjust the plan. So like I said, without a plan, it's just a dream. And we need to make sure that plan includes movement and healthy food, managing our stress, and sleep. So if you're traveling and you're not getting optimal sleep, well, what can you do to really put that coin in the bucket? Because health is your greatest asset. And in order to see that return on investment, we need to be contributing coins every day to our health. And so maybe some days it's more sleep and less movement. But, you know, ultimately we want to be able to contribute every day, and small things compound over time.
I love it. Small hinges move big doors. Thank you so much for your time and for your expertise. I really appreciate you here today.
Jen.
And you, it's time to take action. What am I going to do today for my health? What do I commit to, and how am I putting my coins in the bucket to make sure that I am maximizing my greatest asset, which is my health? We do have to take a brief break, but we will be right back after these messages.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
Call 855-993-2096 right now. That's 855-993-2096.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Welcome back to Vital Signs. We're going to shift gears and talk about women's health. Yes, I know, guys. I'm sorry. It's time to talk about the ladies just a little bit today. I have our resident expert in longevity and peak performance with us. Lisa, welcome back to the studio.
Thanks, Jen. Excited to be here.
And so, women's health. Talk to us about women's health and some of the considerations for us to take care and be peak performing human beings.
Well, we are so different, so we need to be treated differently in terms of what types of testing and such that we do to take care of our health. Women, ladies, let's rally together. Let's focus on women's health. We are so unique, so let's take care of our unique self.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, hormones. We all have hormones, whether we're in our teens, whether we're, pre or post pregnancy, whether we're on the other side like I am. Like, hormones are a fact of life that we have to consider as females. What do we need to know, and how can we protect ourselves and take care of ourselves so that we kind of navigate those stormy waters?
Well, both men and women have hormones, but specific to our topic here today on women's health, yes. So women's hormones, as we know, we've all experienced those fluctuations at every stage of life. It's really important to get that tested to see, if there is an imbalance and how we can correct that balance. And there's so many ways to be able to influence the balance of our hormones.
Okay, so what are they? Come on, sister. Spill it.
All right. Well, I bet you probably know what I'm going to say. It comes down to...
Oh, no! Leafy greens!
It does. It's really those lifestyle modification factors. So what does your diet look like? What does your activity level look like? Your sleep, your stress. If you're seeing a common theme, it's so foundational. For women, we can take our health to the stratosphere by focusing on these foundational pieces.
And so what if we were going to get started today and we are a total wreck? Like, we're not sleeping the way we know we should. Our diet's kind of a wreck. We're not getting our regular movement in. Like, everything's kind of helter-skelter. What's the first place for us to start?
Yes. Well, first place to start, at Health Code Medical, we do personalized medicals. So we'll be able to personalize it to you as a female and also to the stage of life that you're in and what you're experiencing. Are you perimenopausal, menopausal? Are you wanting to have that first child? Maybe you're in your teens. So very much we personalize our medicals at Health Code Medical. That enables us to provide a really clear uncovering of what's going on and a targeted plan moving forward.
And so talk to me a little bit about how do hormones and maintaining healthy hormone balance through these lifestyle changes, through our action plan, like what you guys do at Health Code Medical, how does that impact our energy and our mood as females?
There is a direct correlation. You know, hormones is life. Everything is a chemical reaction, and there's hormones that are coming and going, and everything needs to be in balance. So whether we like it or not, we need to take care of our hormones, and if we are able to level them out, you will be surprised how much comes back. That vitality, that energy, that zest for life again, that mood stability. There's just so many great things that come from it. And so it's taking a holistic, a whole body approach, a whole female body approach, and addressing it head on.
And so let me ask you the next question, because this is actually kind of common. We get our panels check and from traditional medical and our normal woman's wellness visit, and our labs turn out normal, but we know that something's off. Maybe we're gaining weight, maybe we're just not as energized as we normally are, maybe we're super stressed, but our labs still showed up as normal. What gives?
Well, it could be the point in time that those labs are drawn, and this is why it's so important to take a whole health approach. So even if your panels are showing normal, but again, you're saying you're stressed, gaining weight, you're having these other symptoms, before reaching for that prescription pad to manage the symptoms, let's see what's driving it. Because maybe the testing hasn't quite shown up yet, but it's heading in that trajectory. So let's intersect and course correct.
I like it, intersect and course correct. And so as women, we're not very good at advocating for our health. Let's be real. We don't tend to use our voice in a lot of spaces, business or otherwise. How do we begin that conversation with our doctor? How do we start that conversation? Because we don't want to feel like we're questioning our medical doctor, for example, when our labs come out normal, but we know very well that we are not operating peak performance.
Well, it's all about how we approach the situation. If we go to our primary care physician and say, I want to be a partner in my health, I would love you to be my partner in health, and while my hormones seem to be at a normal levels, I don't feel right, and I'd love to be able to explore that. And through functional medicine, we uncover root causes. And so complementing your primary care physician with functional medicine may be the right care approach and care team to really have that health and wellness for years to come.
And what if we get the conversation that, oh no, your labs are normal, so everything's okay, we're going to wait until we see something? How do we then navigate?
Well, Health Code Medical is here to help, and so, and really functional medicine in general. And so, yes, your primary care physician, if they have their one-size-fits-all approach, or maybe they just don't know enough about the whole body approach, no problem. We'd love to be able to team up with you and be able to help uncover what's going on and address it. And there's just so much technology and awareness and testing out there to be able to see if there's other signals that are really driving those symptoms that are creating those sense of feelings of things aren't right.
Got it. And so what we have to do is we have to know our baseline. We have to take advocacy. We have to really become an advocate for our own health and our own human performance, so that we can be vital, so that we can be the best performing human being that we can as women, because we take care of everybody else.
Yes.
If we're not healthy, how the heck can we take care of everybody else? We can't. And so it requires us to first take action and be an advocate, but it also means we need to get back to being fundamentally sound and getting our quality sleep, eating our green veggies, yes guys, green veggies, and moving our body. Anything that we're missing here?
Well, we know with women, if we are given an opportunity to reverse or change our health, we're going to not only, take advantage of that ourselves, but we're going to share that with the women around us and really mobilize change. And I think as women, it's time for us to stand up and really take charge of our health, because if we're healthy, our families are healthy, communities are healthy. And so I think it definitely starts with finding out your baseline, because we're all so unique, and find out your baseline so that you can have a path forward.
And once again, this is just for educational purposes. If before you start anything new in your health journey, make sure you consult with your practitioner. We just want to make sure that we're educating the public. And so for those ladies who are out there and are like, yeah, I hear you, Jen. I know I'm supposed to do this, but I don't have the time. If I take the time or the money to take care of myself, I don't have it for my children, or all those lies that we tell ourselves when we put ourselves as women on the back burner. How do we move those ladies forward?
We need to invest in our health, and it's a clear return on investment. So you're investing in your health to really understand why are you experiencing these symptoms, and you'd like to be able to not just manage but overcome the symptoms, and so that you can live life on your terms. And that's really what we're trying to achieve with Health Code Medical, is we want people to have agency over their health. So however you want to live your life, we want to know that you have health on your side. And with that, you need to have a great baseline and then a targeted plan moving forward with personalized solutions. And that gives you health over the decades.
And basically, we've come full circle to we only get one body.
Yes.
We have to live our best body. We have to take care of the body that we have because it's the only one that we've got. It's not like we're going to all of a sudden trade up for another one next year. So taking care of our body, taking control of our health, and really making those decisions and being the advocate for ourselves. Truly treating our health as our best asset. Any final words before we go to commercial?
Women's health, it's been trailing behind in terms of its research and really awareness, and I think it's certainly coming to the forefront now. So let's take advantage of it, ladies, women, and let's all stand together and really take charge of our health.
I love it. Link arms, uplift your other fellow ladies, and how can people reach out to you if they want to learn more, if they're interested in taking that next step?
Yes, well, we'd be delighted to take care of women. www.healthcode.ca, so that's healthcode.ca. We're also on Instagram at Health Code Medical. Women, let's take charge and let's have some fun along the way.
Absolutely. And, we're about to take a break, but this is about taking action. If we don't take action, we're just listening to all this stuff and nothing happens. We don't move forward. We're not able to take that next step. So it starts with you. It starts with taking action today. We will be right back after these messages. We'll be right back.
This has been a Now Media Networks feature presentation. All rights reserved.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
Call 855-993-2096 right now. That's 855-993-2096.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, maturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months?